Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Seasonal Tokens Podcast, where Polar interviews people so you can do more investing and less gambling.
Hello, everyone. It is Polar here, the CMO of Seasonal Tokens. Welcome on another episode of the Seasonal Tokens Podcast. And today we have another special guest. We have Sam Kamani, who is a best-selling author, founder, podcaster, and a very big crypto believer. So welcome, Sam.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much for accepting my invitation. I hope that you enjoy what I have prepared for you. So from all the experience that you have had the chance to have in this Web3 world, which is the most exciting part of it for you?
For me, the most exciting part is that there is a lot of energy in this space. And the number two thing is that everything moves so much faster. So, like already in the technology world and in the startup world, things move faster. But when you see the Web3 world, it is like you age in dog years. It's like 2 years in Web3 is like 8-9 years in the regular startup world, in tech startup world. So I like that speed. I like things are really, really dynamic and a lot more sort of collaborative. So it's like we created this platform where you can create smart contracts and stuff, but then other people will come and use our platform and create their own decentralized apps, and they'd be doing that in a day. They won't be needing to hire Solidity developers and needing to learn that and take years or even months. So things move so much faster. So I love that. And there is so many smart people that work in this space that I have no doubt that it is going to progress really, really well.
Yeah, I totally agree with you that the dynamic in the Web3 world is just tremendously fast. It's the same with the marketing and everything. Something that has been working yesterday, there is a chance not to work in 1 week. Something that in the Web2 world is a rare case. So yeah, things are dynamically very fast changing here. And the other great thing that you just mentioned is that some of the top minds in the world are already jumping in Web3, which I think can promise us great developments, better future, and a lot of opportunities for the younger generations and also for us, which are not that young. I'm talking about me, not about you, Sam. So what you're saying is really exciting. And there is a very interesting concept that you have been sharing around the world with your Web3 world, and I suppose also with your Web2 world, and it is about gamification. I have watched a TEDx video with you, which is an amazing one, and
thank you.
Yeah, and I suggest everyone to watch it because it's really engaging, really enjoyable. So I have a question regarding the gamification and investing. So how do you think gamification can help crypto investors to achieve more?
Oh, that's such an interesting question. I think crypto investors are a different breed in themselves. They don't need any encouragement. As you know, it's like the thing is that it is that platform that we were trying to create and working on. That is not for the average or the usual crypto investors. It is for the people who are not interested in investment at all. It is kind of a way to get them interested into investing. For people who are already interested in crypto, they already play around, they already try and learn about things because they've already crossed that barrier. So it is for the people like my parents, it is for people who are like my kids, who are not yet interested. They are interested in playing Fortnite. So it's like, how can we find them some joy in learning about investment, whether it is investing in stocks or into their own future or into crypto or any other digital asset or financial asset for that matter. So that's what I meant by sort of gamification.
Yeah, that's really exciting. But at the same time, like you said in the video, we always find excuses when we are talking about investments, about money. No matter if you are like 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, there are always some sort of excuses not to take care of your financial future. So this was my idea regarding this question. How, if I'm such person that is not very excited about crypto investments or investments as a whole, how through gamification I can turn the idea of having better financial future something that can make me more excited?
Yeah, I'm going to go back into the three main ways how you can gamify anything. And then I'll talk about how we can apply this in the crypto sense. And the three things that I do talk about in the TEDx video is also that how I've tried to gamify is number one is progression, the number two is competition, and then the number three is collaboration. So the thing is, I'll try and zoom past it and go on it really, really fast. So progression happens when you move, so when you gain a new title, if you reach a new level, and when we progress through life or through whatever we are trying to achieve, it keeps us motivated. If we are not moving in life, if we are doing the same job for 40 years, it is very boring. For some people like you and I, we want progression in life. So you have to see that, whatever you are doing, how you can progress. So whether it is by doing a course, whether it's by going through university, whether it's by learning from someone, so how you can keep progressing and taking small steps and making them into bigger steps. So that's the number one thing. That's how it would work in learning about investing or about crypto and stuff. The second thing, it's competition. And that is that, it's like if you watch like 100-meter race or any sport, or if there's a football sort of a World Cup or something, and then if every team is number one and no one comes number two, it would be very boring. It's like 32 teams or 64 teams and everyone's number one. Like there's no winner every year. So it's no point in watching it, So you have to add some competition for you. And how you can do that is you can team up with a friend and say that, hey, look, let's compete. Let's give each one of us $100 and see who can make more of it by the end of the week. I mean, I'm just throwing an example, whatever your criteria might be, whatever your thing might be. So, or say about, that, okay, let's do a course together and learn about whether it's on Udemy or wherever online and do something like that. So create some friendly competition. And if you don't have any friend, don't have anyone, then compete with your own self that, that this was my target. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to, as a first small step this week, I wanted to go and learn about one currency or one crypto and see what its utility is, how it can be used, where it can be used, why I think, create a thesis around it, why I think it's going to go up or go down, and then track it even in a spreadsheet and without even investing, and see where you go, whether you do well or not, and just see whether you get things right or wrong. And compete with yourself and see how much % gain did you make in that week. Is it just because the whole market is moving down? Is it what your thesis was? So that's the competition part. And then the third one is collaboration. And collaboration is kind of a bit self-explanatory. And this is something that you collaborate with a friend and you teach each other, you learn from each other, and you go on a journey together. That's when it becomes a lot easier and it becomes a lot more fun. So those are the three sort of gaming elements that you can apply. In this case, it was on cryptocurrency. In other case, it could be for anything that you are trying to learn, whether it is in exercise in gym or something else. So yeah, that's my point of view on that.
Really nice, really nice. Yeah, I definitely think that if you implement gamification on the boring stuff, it can become much more enjoyable,
fun, and
yeah.
Yes.
And this can increase the chance of you doing this thing and not pushing it away from your life, because sometimes the things that we are pushing away are actually the things that we need the most in our life. So if you implement gamification, this can increase your chances of having a better life,
yes,
a more enjoyable life, a life with more money and things like that. So I totally agree with you that gamification is something that is very important.
Yes. Yeah.